internet. That internet is going wild. Listen, you could tell what people agenda be by the things they try to go get done. I guess they want bad stuff to happen. They want uh, outcry. But let's just run it back. So I think some media people are a writer in the media when it asks a former player, uh, just happened to ask him about Coach Prime. They knew what they were going for, and they was hoping they got it, and they got some. So they threw out the line, trying to reel in something. They got what they was looking for, right? But at the end of the day, it's just crazy that a grown person would come to. Now I know a player is a young man and he trying to grow, but he young. The person writing the article over the company, they got to be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and they baiting the kid. They're baiting the kid. Now when the kid say whatever he felt, now they gonna blast that on Twitter, Instagram. They gonna run with it. YouTube. They gonna run with it. Now, this young man, whole life getting threw in the crossfire because of a question that the reporter was going to do sneaky. Like if the boy probably knew this was gonna happen, he probably would have chilled. Nah, I pass on that. I was good. I'm good there. Hey, everything is smooth. But he went, whoever interviewed him or got his response, they did it for a sneaky reason. So when people do that, they gonna lose. Not the player. The player not in all this stuff. I feel bad for him because I don't even think he was removed from the school. He was gone doing his own thing. He wouldn't even, why even bring him up? Why even bring Coach Prime name up? But it's for an agenda. They trying to catch something. I don't know what they trying to catch. They caught something, but it really make the company look bad. That really make the company look bad, but the company ain't gonna think nothing about it. They're like, yeah, we got him. We got Coach Prime. We really did that. Look at that statement he gave. But now I ask the person, well, what about the player? How do you feel about the player? Well, the player said it. It's what he felt. But didn't you try to bait the player? Well, I did, but he didn't have to answer. Come on, bro. This man shouldn't even be in the news about nothing. The young man shouldn't be in the news about nothing. Then I look up and see more internet stuff happen. I see, I guess somebody, then Shedeur spoke his mind about the player. See, the player didn't know all this was coming. The writer probably didn't even know all this coming. They wanted some dirt to happen, but I think they're getting more than they asked for. And now you got the young man in the crossfire for no reason. You got the coach who coached the boy trying to take up for him. You got, man, it's wild. The internet is wild, y'all. You got to be careful in these YouTube streets. Listen, be careful in the social media streets. That's why you're better off doing your thing and don't worry about commenting good or bad. Just ride out. Unless something come to you and it's so crazy that you gotta go ahead and hit that head on. But I feel bad for the player because I really don't believe that's the angle he was going for. And if that was my son, if we dipping, I would have told my son right out the gate, son, we ain't saying nothing about them, period. Ain't nothing to say about them, man. If we dipping, we dipping. Period. I ain't worrying about none of that. We gone. And if somebody would have interviewed my son and they tried to bait him, boy, man, people don't want to see you act silly, but when don't come for my kids. Don't come for the kids. Just don't try to bait stuff up, man. All right, so then I look up, you see, I guess somebody came from came for Caleb Mathis. And Coach Kevin Mathis, he had to jump in. And he had to give his spiel by, hey, son, you on track. You know, I've been there, done that. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, they let anybody get on the internet and go to yapping. I'm talking about yapping. You don't even know who on the other end yapping. They just yapping. Well, not yapping with their mouth because they probably ain't going to show themselves. They just going to type. Type, 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 type. So you got to just, I don't know, man. The internet wild, y'all. The internet is wild. It's a real place, but it's a fake place. Like, what I mean by it's real, you see it can get you opportunities and all that. But it's also fake because you could say something and clearly be wrong, clearly, but it's still gonna take off like a rocket. I don't know why people was feeling they got. I can't understand why. I guess they really scared Coach Prime finna get this chip. They got to be scared for somebody to do all that. Like, bro, you doing all that? Like you baiting the kid up. You an organization. If you ain't got nothing else better to do than come for Coach Prime and bait a kid up, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't put the young kids in it. Don't go try to get all these stories. Now I see if it was a reason you trying to get it, because something really just bad happened, but it's college football, man. The coach either gonna have you or not have you. You either gonna make the squad or not make the squad. That's just it. Period. But everybody doing what they doing. It's wild out here, y'all. The internet is wild. I'm talking about they on Twitter popping off. Then you know that's probably passed around on Instagram, passed around on YouTube. It's getting passed around, man. I guess it'll cool off in a little bit unless people try to look for more stories. But it's wild, man. It's wild. Missy Wheeler, hey, week 18, day 3, y'all. Add the Bible to your life. And the plan that we on, the 5-day Bible plan, is super easy. It's just you got to stay current. If you fall off, just jump back on. Just keep reading, because when you read, that stuff going to get into you, man. That stuff going to have you thinking different ways and better ways and have your life changing. That's what the Bible going to do, have your life changing. Then you're going to be listening to stuff that's going to have your life changing. Man, listen. Listen, why y'all think I teach these YouTube classes? I teach a class every month. I'm going to teach a class this month, either May the 26th or May the 27th. I'm going to teach a class on one of them days. That's a Sunday or a Monday at the end of this month. But I'm going to do group coaching, y'all. Personal coaching, but group coaching. Like so if you want to get into this YouTube world, I got the class for that. Once you get the class and you need more, I coach you. But I do it in group coaching because a lot of people might have the same questions, same ideas, and we can run it together. So email me if you want to be a part of the group coaching for YouTube and social media. I got the game, so I ain't really worried about that. I'm giving you gold, and I'm going to lead you the right way. Email me, info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. ICH, what's good? TMFB, Lil Mama G, Diva, what's good? V-Days, you say top of the day. Yes, media always want to use negative parts of a story instead of the whole truth. Correct, and it's so crazy. Like, don't throw that young man up under the bus, then to get him ran over by trains and everything. DW, you say they are always trying to throw salt on Coach Prime. Other schools list several players from other schools, but no one is reporting. Everybody on Coach Prime. That man must win in the chip this year. We got to be winning the chip this year. If they acting like this, we got to be winning the chip. They must know what time it is. Like, man, Bob, they got running backs, quarterback, wide receivers, O-line, D-line, linebackers, secondary. Bob, they're going to win. Well, you know what? If they're going to win during the season, let's tear them down right now. Tear them down. Try to, tear them down, man. See if it'll break up the chemistry they got going. Because it looks like they're going to have a great season this year. And you know Coach Prime is going to give it to us then. Tear them down. Tear them all the way down. Good googly moogly. It's crazy out here, y'all. Vieira, you say, I agree. They are baiting these kids. It seems that certain people are on all attack, out attack, not to see Colorado and Coach Prime succeed. They are really going to be upset when they start. Excuse me, VR, you hit that on the spot. When they see Coach Prime dominate the squad out there eating, they're gonna say, well, I guess karma came back and got us because they're out there doing their thing. We tried to give them everything we had over from January to, well, matter of fact, when they started losing last year, all the way to now. But he's surely tearing up some tail out there. God, dog. Bob, what are we going to say this time? Try to bait another kid up. Do that. That worked last time. Bait another one. This wild, y'all. I mean, anybody called to interview my kids, I'm telling, look, man, hey, I'm in the media. Holla at me. What you want to ask my son? What you want to ask? Tell my son old enough. Yeah, you can say they're old enough in college to handle that, but sometimes, man, the social media world is so wild. Like, look, y'all, the media is, let me tell you, let's use the example that I seen. It was a guy on social media got talked about, right? They say, boy, you ain't fresh. The man say, I ain't fresh. Like, look, I look good. I'm good. The man that got all type of deals off of that. It just caught fire. So the internet can catch fire with somebody being negative and it turn good, but it also can catch fire for somebody being negative and it go real negative. So it just got to play the game, man. It's wild out here. Tanya, what's happening? Diva, what's good? Man, they on the internet wilding. Victor, what's good? Dominic, you say what was sickening to me was I went and hit Shedeur name on the tread, and the amount of, yeah, they going for that, man. Hoping they fall on Twitter was crazy. It's crazy. Ain't like the really just want somebody to not succeed. Just, man, it's wild out here, y'all. Hey, man, you gotta have your mind right to deal with this social media stuff. So any of y'all that are going to jump in social media, you got your good. It can be all roses, and it can be all negative, and which is all of that in one. But you got to choose what you're looking at. You're gonna catch the roses, but also see the negative and see if there's some truth to that. Because they could be coaching you into the right position. Like, you ain't do this and this. Well, now you add this and this to your arsenal. But don't look at it and take the bait and like, man, you trash, you sorry. Now you start feeling sorry, you quit, and you really about to hit the gold mine. So listen, y'all see how they turning up on social media? That's how you could turn up on social media. You better turn up, and I'm talking about in a good way. RC, what's happening? Cam, you said CU is the most polarizing team. Man, they own it. They own it. And imagine once we start winning. 8 wins and up, y'all. Wow. 10 wins and up. Cinderella dog type season. Bro, they ain't gonna be able to work with us then. We gonna be snagging everybody. Did you say it's funny how no other colleges players are being questioned for getting in the transfer portal? Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody. Boom. Boom, boom. Ain't nobody. Drake, you say fast. I don't see the issue. Brian had a conversation with him and said, yep. Bro, and you stay here if you want to play. I don't see you playing. What am I supposed to do? Stay? No. Now, if I stay, I got to try to prove to him I'm him. Do I take 1 year and try to waste it and do it? Do I feel I got it and I do it? Or do I deal? Man, forget that, man. They wouldn't have been able to get me out of. So, this me on the interview, y'all. This me. Because at least I don't think they could have baited me in college. You know they ain't going to call me Colin. They going to say Colin. And I don't mind whoever interviewed me. Colin. Yes, sir, because I don't feel like changing it. Yes, sir. What do you think about when you transferred from Deion Sanders, Coach Prime? What did he tell you when you left? And I would have hit him. Now, I'd have been talking regular the whole time. Oh, yeah, man, I was balling this season. Yeah, man. No, man. When I got to the school, I was representing, man. I became an All-American. And now this me talk. Now that was me talking to him because he asked me a normal question. Now he trying to bait me. He trying to bait me. I see how the internet wilding. I see them wilding on the internet. I ain't crazy. So once he finished that question, so yeah. What do you think about Coach Prime and Deion Sanders? How do you feel about that? He would have made me start talking like him. Well, I don't talk about that. Coach Prime is an excellent coach. And I feel like you're trying to bait me, dude. Why you want to bait me? Do you see how the internet is just popping off over there? And you want me to take my name and put it in that? Are you crazy? Brother, don't ask me another question about Coach Prime. That's a good dude. But don't you ask me another question about him. Then I say, hey, bro, we going to talk regular now, or we going to do this dumb stuff? That's what I would have hit him with. See, that's why, like, sometimes I be iffy on it. Sometimes when I see a kid, and I ain't talking about Coach Prime or anybody else, or the kid on thing. I'm just talking about in general. When I see a kid and it feel like they parent is holding their hand, sometimes I be like, well, dog, let the man, like, let him do something. But then when you catch that situation, you're like, well, man, I might need to hold a hand a little longer. So my thing is, my kids get older, I'm going to talk to them about a lot of stuff. Like, I be teaching my baby right now, both of them, hey, if you sell some candy, buy it for this price, sell it for that price. Just getting business in them. So we ain't just thinking about just book work all the time. We thinking about how can you use your gifts right now. So if I'm the player, and that's what, man, man, you gotta watch it, man. Watch what you saying on social media and watch what your kid's saying. Like, it's certain thing. My kid is my kid my whole life. I might let go around 30, 35, something like that. But what I mean by that is, my daughter and son, it's a certain way they're going to have to present themselves on social media. Like, my daughter, is certain things she not going to be able to do. I'm gonna make sure she see that. It's certain things you not doing. My son, same thing. Certain things they can say and we will not say. It's just I don't know, man. It's crazy out here, man. It's sad that people going. Man, if you got so much to say about Coach Prime and you in the media, you say it. Don't make a kid say it. I don't like that. That I don't like, man. So I guess in a scenario, sometimes I used to say, dog, why they holding a kid hand so much? Dog, like, he doing what he want to do anyways, but sometimes you gotta hold him, because, boy, the social media world be ready. Because you know it's going to be people that love whatever it is they talking about, and it's going to be people that ready to tear it up. So you going to always have that, no matter what. But you just got to play this thing smart. Miss Kimber, what's good? Miss E. Willie, you say they don't care? They don't. It's crazy. As Dominic, you said, Colin, do you think all this will hurt Shedeur with the draft? Nah. They know he a baller. They know he a baller. Now, they may ask him, hey, man, kind of stay out that media, get a little rough. But, you know, people going to do what people do. So, I don't think it's going to hurt his draft status because he just got to go ball. D. Jones, what's good? Hey, man, it be wild on him. Double DG. T. Woods. Hey, man, it be like that in these streets, man. JB. Derek Scott, you say they do it with Deion and the players. Now, you can tell when they are trying to bait. Man, crazy, ain't it? Man, don't do them kids like that, man. If you in media and you got the mouth and you got the pen, say what you gonna say. Let it come from you. Don't bait the kid up to say it. Somebody need to go look up who that person was that baited that. Man, never mind. You ain't gotta look at it, but that's wild. They shouldn't do that, man. C. Jones, what's good? Hey, appreciate it. You say I'm here for the side. Hey, you know I give them out. You know I give them out. Clay, what's happening? P. Allen, what's good? Z, you say it's the Mayweather effect. People go, man, what? They own them, ain't them? East Coast Girl, you say remind me of the crazy, man. You just gotta play safe, man. I ride that thing the right way, And even when I see situations where people get attacked, I be saying, man, I wish. See, you never know it until I guess it's on you, but and you gotta know what the man. Hey man, if you got kids and they ain't over 25 yet, man, coach them up. Coach them, tell them social media world to blast you out now. They will blast you out. Have people looking up your job. Man, you gotta be careful out here. Hey, Miss Bailey, S. Bailey, you say you need that merch? Hey, just let me know. Holla at me. Miss E, you say it is impossible for someone to be in the portal and not get picked up and the team they left re-pick them up? Yes, that can happen. But the coach, probably coach got to feel like have some like, man, come on, dog. I told you don't leave. But if you dip, you better be ready to go somewhere. And even if you got to, walk on, baby. Because you kind of make it look different. Because, see, back in the days you dip, they'll clean your locker out quick. They'll give you time to get your locker, but they'll get you up out of there. Hey, y'all, man, I'm going to cut this one off, and I'm going to jump on another one. Because, boy, hey, I gotta work this system, boy. Work, that work. Hey, if you're watching me, watch me and work, baby. Hey, blessings to you. I'm going to come back on. We're going to ride out by something.